Okay, so I'm Victoria,
I'm Janaya.
I'm Brooke.
I'm Sanaya.
and we're going to be reading Chapter 5, which is Viruses and Prions. This is Section 6.1, the search for elusive viruses. So early viruses discoveries. Pasteur developed a vaccine for rabies in 1886 without knowing the disease agent of rabies virus, based on his technique of weakening chicken chloria pathogen by making it less virulent and reinfecting the chicken, which forced it to produce the antibodies. Jenner developed the first vaccine for smallpox in 1796. Pasteur used attention, reinforced the rabbits with liquid contaminated with human rabies over and over, harvested it from their spinal cords, and weakened it to produce a rabies vaccine that he first tested in dogs and then in people, which saved many people. Coined the term virus, Latin for poison. This term was first used to describe any unknown cause of infectious disease. What does filtrate virus mean? The word virus means poison. Used to describe any unknown cause of infectious disease in Pasteur times. As Conch developed his postulates, more and more cause of infectious diseases were attributed to bacteria. Infectious fluids were passed through porcelain filters designed to trap bacteria. However, even after removal of all bacterial cells, the filtered fluid remained infectious. This proved that an agent smaller than bacteria was the cause of the disease. And then concept check, which true or false viruses can be captured using the same methods as bacteria and fungi. Pasteur developed a vaccine for blank virus, which is rabies, and viruses were discovered by filtering infectious fluids through a filter designed trap. Now we're on 6.2, viruses of the biological spectrum. And this focuses on identifying better terms for viruses than alive or dead. Viruses on the biological spectrum. Virus can infect every type of cell: bacteria, algae, fungi, protozoa, plants, and animals. What is the nature of viruses? Are they organisms? Are they alive? What role did viruses play in the evolution of life? What are their distinctive characteristics? How can a particle so small, simple, and seemingly insignificant be capable of causing disease and death? What is the connection between viruses and cancer? What role did viruses play in the development of all other organisms? Unique properties of viruses: infectious particles. Rather than organisms, not truly alive, active or inactive, rather than alive or dead, obligate intercellular parasites cannot multiply unless they invade a specific host cell, must instruct the genetic and metabolic machinery of the host cell to make and release new viruses. Properties of a virus: they are not cells, they're obligate intercellular parasites of bacteria, protista, fungi, algae, and plants. They do not independently fulfill the characteristics of life, are inactive macromolecules outside the host cell and active only inside host cells, have basic structure of protein shells, capsids surrounding the nucleic acid core, are ubiquitous in nature and have had major impact on development of biological life, are ultramicroscopic in size, ranging from 20 nanometers to 1,000 nanometers in diameter. Can have either DNA or RNA as genomic material, but not both. The only known entity that uses RNA as genomic material, carrying molecules on surface that can only attach to specific host cells, multiply by taking control of the host cell's genetic material and regulating the synthesis and assembly of new viruses, lack enzymes for most metabolic processes. Some viruses contain a few enzymes, like retrovirus, lack machinery for synthesizing proteins, and no ribosomes. And then this is section 6.2, concept check, viruses are alive, true or false. Discuss the predominant view among scientists as to the nature of viruses. What percentage of the bacterial chromosomes is composed of viral genes? And list and describe 5 unique properties of viruses. Section 6.3, which is the general structure of viruses. And viral size is 20 to 200 nanometers, and bacteria is 2,000 nanometers. smaller than the average bacterium, and explains why they pass through filters that do not let bacteria pass. Electron microscopes are required to detect them. STEM and TEM. Viruses are not made of cells.